Thank you very much. Okay, so as I said, I'm Jean Schmidt. I work at Ubisoft. And in this presentation, I will explain you how at Ubisoft we are using Aleph and Twentysix Cloud Solutions in our different projects. For some context, we are working at Ubisoft in the blockchain technology since 2018 with some explorations, for example, some prototypes. For example, with the Rabbit token, which is our first NFT project, with a one-shot click, which was an exploration of the concept of interoperability with software cards. We also built the Ubisoft Quartz platform, in which for the first time, we were injecting NFTs as skins in a AAA game. We also did some experiences with the Netflix series Captain Laserhawk. And we are really soon releasing our first Web3 game, which is Champion Tactics. You may have heard of it. So the first time we used Aleph in our project was with Ubisoft Quartz. So the idea is that we were securing the storage of NFT metadata in Aleph. This gave us a lot of flexibility because sometimes, the storage on-chain can be expensive, and it gives less flexibility to update it because you need to do transactions, etc. So we decided to use Aleph for this use case. And we are really happy with it because in addition to adding this flexibility, it also avoids us to maintain an infrastructure for storing and giving the metadata. So they are still up and usable now, although we are not maintaining all of the infrastructure we were initially using with Quartz. And since we were very happy, we decided also to use it in our upcoming game, Champion Tactics, to secure the storage. But this time, since the NFTs are not only skins, we also have gameplay metadata included in the NFT. For example, we have different kinds of metadata. We have static metadata, like a description for the collection, so Aleph is okay with that. We also have information that is specific to each champion. For example, we are storing the DNA of each champion inside an Aleph post. And we also plan to do dynamic metadata with Aleph solutions because these figurines are not static. When you play with them, they will be updated, etc. So Aleph is perfect for that, for its flexibility. So I will quickly explain how it works. So on the top, we will plan to push as an Aleph message all of the metadata for the initial set of champions as a big Aleph posts. Some other champions will be created while the game is live. So we have other kind of posts with the metadata for each champion. And also, what is very nice with Aleph is that we can also give some other posts which only contain the updates for a specific figurine. So I give the example here of the craft count, which will be updated while the game is running. And the big thing is that we are able, with Twentysix Cloud, to have a micro virtual machine on the cloud that will gather all this information for a specific champion, and they can render in any format the aggregated metadata for a champion. So in our case, we will use OpenSea standard metadata format, which is understood by external marketplaces and different wallets. What is very important to us for this game is to do a fair mint. And actually, we don't want that player think that we have manipulated the metadata when they minted their champion. And so this is why we decided to push as an Aleph message the initial set of metadata before the mint. But if we push this before the mint, actually, people will themselves be able to manipulate which champion they will get, just by knowing that, for example, if I get the champion with a serial number 100, I know which metadata will be the next one, since we already published the metadata. So we wanted to do a random distribution of this metadata after the mint. And to do that, we chose to use another Aleph solution, which are verifiable random function, or VRF. The great advantage of this is that it is both off-chain and decentralized. Off-chain gives us the flexibility, and decentralized is important to us because in all of our projects, our goal is to be transparent to all the players. And another advantage is that Aleph VRF are chain agnostic, which means that we don't rely on the implementation of the blockchain, and that we can use it even if on-chain VRF are not deployed, for example, Chainlink, which is known for that. So the idea is that there are some VM that there is a VM that is executed by a threshold of Aleph nodes on the cloud, and every execution, every node has to reveal a random number, which is then aggregated with all other random numbers to generate the final random number. And we use it to do a shift on the metadata. So since everything is public, each node reveals publicly its random number. It is verifiable by any user, and anyone can prove that we didn't cheat on the distribution. We are very satisfied with this solution, and this is why we plan to use it in our future projects. And to conclude, speaking about the future, there is one feature promised by Aleph that we are already waiting for, and there are the confidential virtual machines. And we believe this is the very missing link between on-chain and off-chain world, because we are for now limited in what we can do with Aleph VMs. Especially, we cannot write to the Aleph network because we would have to use a private key, and it would be public. So we won't be owners anymore of our data. And we have two main use cases for that. The first one is to react to blockchain events and update the state in the Aleph network. And we cannot do that for now without having a manual action from a notarized user. And the second one is to be able to use Aleph VMs as write APIs, other than just read APIs, what you are using for now. Because using Aleph VM is very cool to have an abstraction of the Aleph network and the internal functionality of the network. And so to conclude, we are really happy with all the features that gives Twentysix for Ubisoft, and we plan to use them in the future. So thank you very much for your attention, and have a nice lunch break. Thank you.